what inspired me to do HOPE, which means helping others pursue education, is because I was 18 years old, standing on the campus of A&T in Greensboro, orientation day, and I got my schedule and everything, and I met with the administrative office, and they said, "Tasha, the money's not here." I was like, "What you mean? I applied for financial aid. What do you mean the money's not here?" They said, "The money's not here." And so I'm thinking, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And so I left the office heartbroken. I didn't know what to do. And over in the distance, there was a recruiter for the military. And she saw the look on my face, and she said, "I can help you." I says, "How can you help me? I can't go to school." She says, "I can help you go to school." And I'm like, what do I need to do? Tell me, what do I need to do? Because I didn't want to ask my mother for any more money. She had done enough, and she's raised 3 kids and by herself. And I didn't want to ask my mother for money. And so she gave me a brochure, and she says, "When you get back to Charlotte, call this number." I took the information and I came home. When I got home, I called the number and told them what happened, and before I knew it, I was enlisted in the United States Army. And at that time, I was like, I don't want anyone to have to feel like I did. Desperate. Hopeless. So I went off to the military. I did my basic training and my advanced training, and had orders to go to Fort Drum, New York. And one evening in December, I got the message that I was being deployed to Gulf War, Saudi Arabia. And so I deployed, not knowing that behind the scenes everything was working so that I could go to school. Once I got to Saudi Arabia, I saw some things, I went through some things, I dealt with some things that no one should ever have to deal with. And I was like, "God, I need you to help me." And in a still voice, he said, "Trust me." So years later, I've gotten out of the military, and I suffered with symptoms that I didn't have a name for it. I didn't know what it was. Flashbacks, nightmares, just on guard all the time. And years later, I was diagnosed with PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder, in addition to military sexual trauma. June of 2019, I was awarded compensation for my disability. And that compensation allowed me to do what I said I wanted to do back in 1990. To not have someone else feel like I did when they told me the money wasn't there. So with the monies that I was awarded for my post-traumatic stress disorder and my military sexual trauma, I am using that money to give others hope, to help others pursue their education, because it's important. It's important. So my appeal is to that single mother, that child, anyone who values education, to give. No amount is too little when it's placed in God's hands. Because with it, He can take little and make it much. Give hope to our children. Help them pursue their education. Hebrews 10:23. It says to hold unswervingly to the hope we profess. For He who promised is faithful. You may not understand it, but it's working for your good. He is faithful. Hope.
You knew you was gonna cry, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Tish on deck. I get it before the corona come out.